Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Damaris here. Today I'm coming to you guys with the blush tag. I did see this tag on here quite a few times. I actually originally seen it on I want to say her name is Courtney's Corner, and she did the tag. It's originally not her idea. She got it from someone else, but I also seen was it Coffee Break with Danny, I think, did it as well, and I seen it and I thought it was a really good idea. The blush tag is basically a tag. You get quite a few questions about certain blushes, and you basically answer the question or pick the blush according to that question. So the first one is going to be the best packaging. So my choice for best packaging, I went with the Clinique Cheek Pop blushes. Now, it's not necessarily the packaging. I like the packaging because it's very small and it's very compact, so it's easy to travel with. So this one is the Clinique Cheeky Pop, and this one's in the shade 01 Ginger Pop. Besides it being small and compact, I really love the little design in the middle, so that's definitely a really good one. Now, the prettiest color for me, and it's a very new blush. It's fairly new. It just came out. I want to say is the NYX Ombre blush, and this one is in the shade Mauve Me, and it's not really like a summer shade, but I really like this shade. It's very simple, and to me this is one of my favorite colors out of the line. They do have pretty shades, but this I would say is my favorite color blush. Then the next one is going to be most pigmented. I do have quite a few pigmented ones, but the most one that really stands out to me, and I don't know if it's because of the color, but it's extremely bright and pigmented at the same time, I want to say is the Stila custom colored blush, and this one is pink, in the color pink, and it is, I'm going to swatch it so you guys can see it, but it's extremely bright, and I'm gonna swatch it for you guys so you guys can see. That's the color, and let's just swatch it on my hand, and that is your pink, very bright, beautiful pink. So that is my most pigmented blush. Then moving along is my everyday blush. For my everyday blush, I picked the MAC Studio blush, and this one is just a duo blush. It doesn't even come with a name. I just know I purchased this a while ago, and my everyday blush is this lighter one here. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys. It's very sheer and very like a very natural type of color. It's like a peachy, like a very light peachy shade, and you can barely see it. My complexion is pretty fair, so you can barely see it. Let me bring the shade up so you guys can see it a little closer. This is a shade here, and then this one you can use as a highlighter, but that's not what the video is about. So this would be my everyday shade. The next question is a party blush. Now, when you think of parties, you think of dark eyes, dark lips, maybe some glitter or something. I think of parties and I think of glitter, shimmer out there, just bam in your face. So I decided to pick the Lorac. This is a baked matte satin blush, and this one is in the color Exposed, and this one is a shimmery baked blush, a beautiful party blush. Like I said, you do a dark eye and maybe a dark lip and some nice sparkles on your cheek and call it a day. Regret purchases, I don't have a regret purchase, only because I do declutter my makeup every so often and get rid of stuff that I'm not using. So usually I don't keep things in my collection that I don't like. So regret purchasing is not in my collection. I got rid of that long time ago. So I'm gonna skip that one and move on to the next one, and it's gonna be my least used, which is surprising because The packaging is so cute. These are the Too Faced box blushes, and this one is in Perfect Flush. No, I'm sorry. This is in Peach Beach, and these are the Too Faced box blushes. They are amazing. The packaging is so cute, but why I don't use this for a blush is extremely light, and for me it will be this is a highlighter for me. This is not a blush, so this is why I don't reach for this and I don't use it as a blush, because it's a highlighter for me. Moving on to most used and never will let go. This actually fits into a couple categories on this paper. This is the Naked Flushed Palette in Native. This is a bronzer, highlight, and blush, but this is, I will never let go of this palette for multiple reasons. Like I said, it's a 3-in-1. You got a bronzer, a highlight, and a blush, but this blush is amazing, and this palette can be used for a whole look. I've done a video just using this alone, but this blush is amazing. So this, I definitely will not let go. Actually, I need to get all the colors. Favorite blush brand would have to be my Wet n Wild blush. Now, why do I like Wet n Wild? First, they're very affordable. Who doesn't like very affordable items? I know I do. Sometimes you can buy something that's very expensive and it's all about the hype, or it's about the brand, and then you buy it and the product is just crappy. I'm just being honest. So this is something that I'm very familiar with. This is what I started with Wet n Wild and e.l.f. products. Very affordable. These are still my go-to blushes. I love these blushes. These are one of my favorite brands. I use them very often. And this one is Wet n Wild blush, and this one is in the shade Pearlescent Pink. If you watch my tutorials, you will see I use this blush quite a few times. I love this blush. Greatest discovery of the year. This is not a new product. Again, the Naked Urban Decay Flushed Blush Palette. This is not new. This did not come out this year, but this is my first time using it. My best friend Cherie sent me this in a box, and I love this thing. Like I said, for multiple reasons. You can use it for more than just blush, but this is my discovery for this year because it is new to my collection, new to me. Most practical to me would be the Clinique Cheek Pops. I do have 2 more of these, and practical to me, again, it's very small. You can fit in your hands, you know, very easy to travel with. You don't have to worry about carrying a big palette or a huge blush. I'd rather carry this than this. To me, this is more practical than carrying a huge box like this. Not knocking Too Faced, because I love their packaging and I love their products, but this is to me more practical. Least practical, I just had it in my hand. Least practical, and only because of the bulkiness of the packaging. The packaging is really cute, but Too Faced has been making a lot of things very bulky. My most expensive product, which I don't go too expensive, but my most expensive product was my my MAC The Simpsons blush, and this one is in Pink Sprinkles, and this was like a limited edition blush. So this was my most expensive blush. My least expensive, again, my favorite, Wet n Wild. Very affordable. Sometimes you can get them for $4.99, and then sometimes you can get them for cheap. If you find them on clearance or they're no longer carrying the color, you can find them. Sometimes you can find them even at Dollar Tree. You might find them, not the newer ones because these are fairly new, but like the older packaging ones, you can find them at the Dollar Tree. You can find them at Family Dollar, Dollar General. A lot of places carry these Wet n Wild ones, and they're very affordable. Also, you can go to any drugstore, and sometimes they have the buy one get one half off. Sometimes you'll get a sale 75% off. It all depends. But this is the cheapest blush that I own, and I love it. So guys, that concludes my blush tag. So down below, I'm going to leave a couple people. I don't really, how would I say, I really don't, there's very few people here on YouTube that I actually talk to. A lot of people I think that follow me are more from like Instagram side and don't have a channel. But I'm going to link as many people as I can down below so that you guys can follow along and do the tag with me. So tag, you're it. Thank you for watching. God bless.